del cross V is equal to del cross omega cross R. So I have to put this in a determinant as ijk omega x, omega y, omega z. This is x, y, z. This is for the del cross in a square bracket I times this one omega y, omega z, y, z minus j times omega x, omega z, x, z plus k into the remaining one omega x, omega y, x, y. So this determinant is written this way. Let us solve this. You may call this as equation number 7. Let us solve equation 7 for del cross V or curl V. That is what? Del cross I, this cross product minus this cross product, omega y into z minus omega z into y minus j into this cross product minus this cross product, omega x into z minus omega z into x plus k times this cross product minus this cross product, omega x into y minus omega y into x. If this minus is taken common, it will become plus j. These two terms will get replaced and we will have del cross I omega y into z minus omega z into y plus j into omega z into x minus omega x into z plus k into omega x into y minus omega y into x. Del cross is a vector. What is del cross? What is del? Del is I dou by dou x plus j dou by dou y plus k dou by dou z. So let us use this for del will be one vector. The whole square bracket is one vector. One del cross, this vector can again be represented by a 3 by 3 determinant, and that is, let me write it here. Del cross V or curl V is equal to I j k dou by dou x dou by dou y dou by dou z, and now this term is here, omega y z minus omega z y, here omega z into x minus omega x into z, and the third term omega x into y minus omega y into x. The cross product of this vector and this square bracketed vector will be represented by this determinant ijk, first row, second row dou by dou x, dou by dou y, dou by dou z, third row this term in the first column, this term in the second column, this term in the third column. Let us solve this. That is I into, skip this and this, dou by dou y of omega x y minus omega y x minus this cross product dou by dou z of omega z x minus omega x z. First one. Instead of minus j, I am taking plus j, because here now I will reverse the cross product. I will take this cross product minus this cross product. So I am taking plus j here. So this cross product first. This one. Dou by dou z of this omega y into z minus omega z into y minus dou by dou x of this term omega x into y minus omega y into x, second term completed, plus k into in the square bracket this cross product minus this cross product, that is dou by dou x of omega z into x minus omega x into z minus dou by dou y of omega y into z minus omega z into y, equation number 8. Let us see whether equation 8 is solved correctly. This column skipped, this row skipped, dou by dou y of this, dou by dou y of this, correct, minus dou by dou z of this, dou by dou z of this, omega z x minus omega x z, correct, plus j. Instead of minus I have taken plus here, because I will skip this one, and instead of taking cross product this way, I will take this cross product first minus this cross product. So dou by dou z of this omega y z minus omega z y, correct, minus dou by dou x of this omega x y minus omega y x, correct, plus k times this column skipped, this row skipped, this cross product minus this cross product, dou by dou x of this one omega z x minus omega x z minus dou by dou y this omega y z minus omega z y. Let us solve this further. Del cross V is equal to I times omega x is independent of y, differentiate y with respect to y, 1. Dou y by dou y, 1. Omega y is constant. X is differentiated with respect to y, 0, because x is independent of y, and so what we will have here, let me make a square bracket, dou y by dou y 1, so only omega x is left, and here this x is independent of this is constant, dou x by dou y, dou x by dou y is 0, 0 minus this constant is 0, minus 0, minus, let us come here, x independent of z, so dou x by dou z 0, first term will become 0, z, dou z by dou z 1, what left, minus omega x. First term completed. Second term, plus j into dou z by dou z 1, omega y left, minus dou y by dou z 0, as y is independent of z, so this will become 0, minus dou y by dou x 0, as x, y, z are independent of each other, so dou y by dou x will be 0, so this will become 0, minus dou x by dou x 1, what left, minus omega y, plus k times dou x by dou x omega z, minus dou z by dou x 0, so it will be 0, minus dou z by dou y 0, 0, minus dou y by dou y 1, what left, omega z. If we solve this further, I into omega x minus 0 nothing, 0 nothing, minus minus plus, plus omega x, plus j omega y, minus 0 nothing, minus 0 nothing, minus minus plus omega y, plus omega z, minus 0 nothing, minus 0 nothing, minus minus plus omega z, and this is further. Curl V or del cross V is equal to 2 omega xi plus 2 omega yj plus 2 omega zk. Omega x plus omega x 2 omega x, omega y plus omega y 2 omega y, omega z plus omega z 2 omega z, that I have written here. Take 2 common, what left is omega xi plus omega yj plus omega zk, and from equation 3 or 4, what is this one? It is omega, and therefore curl V is equal to del cross V is equal to simply 2 omega. Equation number 9. Curl V or del cross V is simply 2 omega, meaning that, what is meaning of this? Meaning that when a rigid body is rotating about an axis passing through it, curl of its linear velocity is equal to 2 times its angular velocity. When a rigid body is making rotational motion about an axis passing through its center, and if we take curl of linear velocity, then we find that curl of linear velocity of that rigid body is equal to 2 times its angular velocity. This is the physical interpretation or physical meaning of curl of a linear velocity. We can have one definition for curl of a vector. Curl of a vector point function in a vector field in a space is defined as the maximum amount of line integral, maximum amount of line integral of the vector point function per unit area at the point under consideration. I shall repeat the definition. Definition for curl of a vector is, curl of a vector is defined as, curl of a vector point function is defined as the maximum amount of line integral of the vector point function per unit area under the point under consideration. As it is a vector, it is given in positive sense. A vector normal to small exploring area in the given space at the given point, and it should give maximum line integral. Line integration about a closed path of a vector may be 0, may not be 0. If line integration of a vector about a closed path is 0, that vector field is known as conservative vector field. If line integration of a vector point function about a closed path is 0, that field, that vector field is known as conservative vector field. All centered force fields, all centered force fields are conservative force fields. For example, the force of gravitation or gravitation field is conservative. Electric field, static electric field, conservative. We can have many examples of such conservative vector fields. Curl of a vector is not the property of conservative vector fields. Curl of a vector is not the property of conservative vector fields, because a vector point function in a conservative vector field is expressed in terms of gradient of a scalar point function. A vector point function in a conservative vector field is defined in terms of gradient of a scalar point function, and line integration of this vector point function about a closed path in a conservative vector field is always 0. Curl of a vector is not a property of conservative vector fields. Curl of a vector is very important in vector calculus, and it is a property of non-conservative fields. Curl of a vector is the important property of non-conservative vector fields. Non-conservative vector fields are those where the line integral of a vector point function about a closed path is non-zero. Such fields are swell fields. Such fields are swell fields. SWIRL. Okay. R is silent. It is swell fields. Swell fields, twisting fields, spiraling fields, etc., etc. If such vector fields are present, such vector fields are known as non-conservative vector fields, and in case of non-conservative vector fields, the line integral of a vector point function about a closed path is non-zero, and therefore curl of a vector is very important property of non-conservative vector fields. It is not property of conservative vector fields. So you have to remember all these things about the interpretation of curl of a vector. Hope you got it. I have solved each and every step needed to understand and explained all these steps. Thank you.